baller. Shout out to Hoop Journey.
The Houston Rockets are getting closer and closer to acquiring Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo feels confident that there will be a deal made that he will end up in either Cleveland or Houston. Most likely he'll end up in Houston, but if for that trade to go down, there's going to have to be a 3-team trade. And most likely they're saying Ryan Anderson will have to leave. And, you know, he's not the star player, but he's a great role player to have, a great shooter. But I'll take Carmelo Anthony over Ryan Anderson any day. Every single GM in the NBA will. And if this trio becomes real, it's going to be a great team to watch and maybe even compete against the Warriors. I don't think they have the firepower to beat them, but I think they can definitely compete. And if there's one team in the West that has a chance to beat Golden State, it will be this new Houston Rockets with Chris Paul, James Harden, and Carmelo Anthony. The Houston Rockets have a great shooting core. Eric Gordon off the bench winning 6th Man of the Year. I know they lost a lot in that Chris Paul trade, but got one of the best point guards back. And Carmelo Anthony will definitely help this team out. He's one of the best scorers in the league history. And when he gets in his zone, especially in Mike D'Antoni's offensive scheme, you know, Carmelo's not a defensive player. He's not known for playing defense, but Mike D'Antoni's defense is his offense, and that's how he runs his system. And Chris Paul and Carmelo, you know, really good friends, part of that banana boat with D-Wade and LeBron. And if this big three were to come together, the only thing I would be questioning is all three of these players love to have the ball in their hands at all times. They like to control the pace of the game. So that's something Mike D'Antoni's going to have to work out. Chris Paul is the point guard on that team, and he's just going to have all the responsibility, or they're going to have to work something out because all these players love to handle the ball. And if Carmelo does go to the Rockets, for you Cleveland fans, I do believe that means LeBron will be leaving Cleveland in the next year. I'm sorry to tell you, but if nobody joins Cleveland this year, most likely means LeBron's telling them, hey guys, don't come here. Next year, I'm leaving no matter what. So we'll see what happens in these next coming weeks. The rest of this free agency. Would love to see Carmelo on the Rockets. That would be a great team. With James Harden leading the way, he is definitely a top 3, if not top 4 player in the league. Chris Paul, top 3 point guard, probably the best all-around point guard in the league. And Carmelo, top 3, top 5 scorer in the league currently. And this team will be able to shoot the lights out. Obviously not as well as Golden State, but if they get hot, they have that shooter's chance that they will be able to shoot Golden State out of the game, or anybody out of the game for that. But, you know, their main target will be Golden State to get out of the West to see if they can win a ring. Another thing people really aren't talking about is the effect Chris Paul is going to have on every young player on the Rockets. And he's just going to make them so much better, especially their young center, Clint Capella. I believe this is going to be his 3rd season. He averaged 12 and 8 last year. And, you know, Chris Paul might be able to turn him into a mini DeAndre Jordan. Chris Paul, in my opinion, really made DeAndre Jordan's career. And last year, James Harden was just throwing lobs up every single game to Clint Capella. And he has the athleticism to go and get that. If you're a Rockets fan, it's looking good for you guys. You guys are going to be a great team. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this new Houston Rocket team has the firepower to beat the Golden State Warriors? I don't know if they can do it, but we'll see. I give them the shooter's chance. It's going to be a great 2017-2018 season. Let's see Carmelo go to the Rockets in the next couple of days.